first time I saw you, I knew that I liked you. It turned.
You're locked in with Atlanta's hottest hip-hop station. The Hype 87.3.
Holla! What's going on? It is your girl, Temple Mystic, and we are live right here in ATL on the Hype 87.3. And today, I got the one and only, the superstar, J Love. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Y'all, he came over the river and through the woods. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you came all the way down from Brooklyn, New York.
Yes.
Man, shout out to you for making it here safely. I'll be honest with you. You know, I always pray over my guest to make it here safely. That's so important to me. So I'm so glad that you're here. What has been your biggest accomplishment so far this year?
That's a big question. My first performance was back in January. I was working with Cymatics, and to be able to say my debut performance was in front of 500 people, like that.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
That is a big accomplishment. Does something like that kind of put a little pressure on you to do it again?
Oh, absolutely. It makes me want to go for 1,000, 2,000.
Yeah.
It makes me hungry for the stage.
I love that. Most definitely. So as we were talking before we went live, you're from Brooklyn, New York. Does your city support you a lot when it comes to music?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Best friends, family, even people that I don't know. I just recently released my first single off of a project. So yes, there's a project coming. It's called Farewell, and it's so surreal because people at work that don't know that was me, they were playing Farewell, and I'm like, oh, he was like, oh, I heard this guy, and I'm like,
yeah, you heard me. I'm J Love.
Yeah,
I'm sure at work you go by the government name, so you're like, I'm this, aka J Love. That is beautiful right there. So speaking of Farewell, you hit over 3,000 streams, 3,300 streams in the first week of it releasing. What do you think it was about that record that made it connect with the people so quickly?
I think how vulnerable it was. I mean, it's a hard thing to talk about when you're saying goodbye to someone that you used to love or you fell out of love with that particular person. Ooh. And it's another beast to swallow when you're at peace and you're okay to just walk away. You know, a lot of people are okay with being content in life, and that's because life is always revolving around us, and just the world keeps going. It doesn't stop for nobody. But there's a difference between being content and being at peace, and not a lot of people know that. And when I reached that point of peace where I was just like, you know what, I don't hate you, I unfortunately don't love you, but farewell, like, I wish you the best, you know?
I love that. I feel like you just told my story because that's how I am with my last relationship. I tried to hang on to it for way too long because I was content. When I was able to finally say farewell and walk away, like you said, honestly, to this day, that's still my great friend. We're still great friends.
Yeah.
But I'm not in love with that person anymore. I got love for them. Yeah. So I completely understand. At some point in time, you have to say farewell. So that stemmed from a real life situation.
Yes.
Was it difficult for you to write that record, or was it almost like a release?
A mix of both.
Yeah.
So, interesting fact why I had Farewell since 2024.
Okay.
And I was going to drop it in 2024. And one thing led to another, and real life things happened. And I kind of started to write music. I had one song lead to 3, lead to 5, and then next thing you know, I had an album. And then somehow, some way, Farewell just fits so beautifully. Thank you. Fits so beautifully on the record. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to save this until everything is complete. And I knew that was going to be my first single to come back in the spotlight as like J Love is here.
I love it. And I'm going to tell you, it is a beautiful record.
Thank you.
It is amazing. The quality is good. Your delivery is good. And I love I'll be honest, it wasn't what I was expecting when I heard it, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Without boxing yourself in, what genre would you kind of categorize that as?
A mix of pop and R&B.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Going for. Yeah.
Pop and B.
Yeah.
It's pop and B. You making your own genre.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that for you because I don't know what I was expecting, but it was just maybe something different than that. And I was like, oh, that's a vibe right there. Y'all clock that right there. So the debut project, you had a project that dropped in 2023?
Yes.
Realization. I can't even say the word.
Realization.
There you go. What did that project represent in that season of your life?
Just growth, honestly. A lot of hard truths. Like, I had a lot of people in my circle at the time that I thought were my close friends and really wasn't, and was doing some. Can we curse? No?
Of course.
Okay. It was really on some shit.
On some bullshit.
Yeah, on some bullshit. Yeah, and I was kind of naive at the time. So I guess realization kind of came in the most beautiful way too, because I was in my dorm. I was living in Buffalo at the time, crying at 4 a.m. and I made the beat, produced the beat, wrote the lyrics, the full 9 right then and there within like 3-4 hours. And then I was like, I went back to my producer and I was like, this is the title of the album.
I feel like that's the best time. I'm not a writer, but if I was, I feel like being in those emotional times and when you're a bit vulnerable are the best times to write, because you're going to pour your heart and your soul, and you're going to make the most relatable music.
Yeah.
People are going to be like, man, I felt that to my soul. So you're balancing being a chef supervisor at the Mets Stadium. That's one. That's 5. We're going to talk about that. You're also a full-time college student studying civil engineering.
Yes.
You're a music artist, bro. Like, you got a lot on your plate. Yes. How do you mentally and we'll say physically manage all 3 of them without burning out? And still having a personal life?
Do not take this any type of way. I tell people to shut the fuck up when I need them to.
I know that's right.
I tell people to shut the, like, I love my best friends. I love my family. But when I'm like, okay, please give me 5 minutes, give me 10 minutes, or give me an hour. Let me replenish, and then I got y'all. That's, yeah.
You have to. I often keep my phone on Do Not Disturb. Because if I'm in the middle, like when I'm editing my interview videos, I can't stop mid to have a conversation with you. So I'll not only put it on D&D, but some people know how to get past that. They'll keep calling you. I put the phone upside down. That way I can't see it. That way I'm not like...
I turn my phone off.
Or just like turn that hoe all the way off.
I turn my phone off.
Right. So you're a chef supervisor. How long have you been chefing?
This is 4 years now? Yeah, 4.
What is your go-to specialty dish that you could put all your razzle dazzle into?
Oh, asking me good questions. I just would go basically with I love mean pasta with some good old steak and some shrimp. Yeah. Like at that, I'm very, very simple or simplistic. So give me some steak and I'm good.
That sounds like a good meal to me.
If I
had a kitchen here, I'd be telling you to whip up real quick. You know what I'm saying? So is cooking kind of like therapeutic for you the same way music is?
Yes. I feel like everyone kind of developed something during COVID. Yeah. And I mean, it's not like I started cooking at COVID. I was always cooking, but I was like, you know what? We'll see. We'll go for it. And whatever happens. And I worked my way up in the ranks in my job, and here I am, and I'm actually in the talks of being promoted again. So
congratulations. And I was going to tell you congratulations where you're at, but if you're in the talks of being promoted, congratulations on that. Was it difficult to get into that position? Did you have to work really hard to prove yourself?
What? Doing 50 hours a week and on top of college? What? There was days where I had to contemplate life, because I would go home at 3 a.m. in the morning because we would get out very late. And then my turnaround would be I have school at 8. And it takes me an hour or 2 to get to school, or an hour or 2 to get to work. So it's just there's days where I've been running on 4 hours of sleep.
You're running on fumes, as they say, slick burnt out. So how much longer do you have in school?
I am graduating this year.
Oh, okay. Yes. Congratulations on that. So civil engineering.
Yes.
What are you going to look at pursuing once you get out of college? Are you going to take a little break for a minute? Or are you going to go right into that field? What is that going to look like for you?
I want to get right into the field, but you guys are showing me that music is in the forefront right now. Definitely want to get into the field, but I think honestly after school I just need to take a few months break before I just hop into it, because I'm in the middle of album rollout and performing and this, that, and the third, and flying out. And yeah, so let me catch a break.
I think you should too, because you have a full-time job.
Yes.
So it's not like you're getting out of college and you're jobless. You've got a job and you've got this music, which I'm sure we're going to manifest is going to pay you handsomely, you know, at some point in time. And you're working towards that. So you had the opportunity to have a private conversation with a Grammy-winning artist, Justin Love, who supported your music, or who supports your music. What would you say is the most valuable gem or advice that you took from that moment?
Outside of continuously being myself, do not be afraid of what you're putting out, because you don't know what the reception is.
Yeah.
Because I'll say this, mini backstory, Told Me was never supposed to come out. Told Me is a song that I released before Farewell. I witnessed something wild where a couple people that I recently met, things just went left, but it didn't have anything to do with me per se. But I told my producer, I was like, yeah, I don't want to say something and make a song and put names in there to be messy, but I do want to say something, because I don't know what it is with this generation where people could do things to people, but when a male goes and badgers a female on Instagram or social, like, come on, man, like, we got to do better, you know? So I was like, that Told Me was my way of sticking up for her without saying too much.
Right.
But she knew that I was the last people to know what really happened. So that was like my mini gift to her, and she loved it, and she felt grateful for it, that she had someone to stick up for her, because he was demoralizing her on social media, and he had a platform too, and that's what pissed me off, because it's one thing to say whatever to your friends or the people that are behind closed door. It's another thing to do that knowing that you have a fan base and people will take whatever you say because you are the artist and run with it and create a whirlwind of a narrative over something that you know not to be true. And I knew it wasn't true, and she knew it wasn't true. And I was like, you know good and damn well what happened there. That's not okay.
And it's not their business anyway.
Yeah.
It's crazy. My last guest, we just had a whole conversation about this, because he was saying how his ex took a lot of stuff to social media. And I said, that's, in my opinion, one of the worst things you can ever do. Stop airing your grievances out on social media, because Slick, you're making yourself look like an ass. If I scroll down my timeline and I see you over here talking junk about someone, I'm not going to want to deal with you, because I'm like, what if we have a situation? Now you going to get online and talk junk? Y'all ain't doing nothing but hurting yourself. You ain't hurting that other person. You're hurting yourself. So y'all got to stop doing that. That's a great, valid point.
But to go back to your initial question, because of the success of Told Me, because Told Me just took off too. Like within the 4 months it being released, it was over 4,000. Like each month it was getting over 1,000. Then when I performed it back in January, it just took off from there. I was afraid to release Farewell, because Farewell is the complete opposite. Was the complete opposite of, Told Me. And I was like, what if this does not get as much traction? And then when I did speak to Justin Love, J Love and Justin Love, too many J's. Justin Love, he was just like, don't be afraid to do it. And then that was the deciding factor of like, yeah, it's time. I had this for so many years. I've done the work, done the groundwork. I've done healed, I've done mend. I'm at peace. Let's do it.
Sounds like you're in a much better season.
Yeah.
I love that for you. Yeah. I love that for you, because we all go through stuff, but I feel like music is truly an outlet. It's like a form of therapy. Do you feel an obligation to represent your city, Brooklyn, within your music, or are you just more or less doing you?
Both.
Yeah.
Both. I mean, I cannot lose who I am within the music, because the music is making me who I am now, like growing the much more mature Justin, but I can't ever forget where I'm coming from, my roots, because I feel like when you get to a certain status there, when you lose yourself, it's hard to come back. And I'm never going to forget the people that has helped me to get to this point. And I won't forget you for even pushing me up to get me to a bigger point, Yeah. So I'm definitely always, when I reach a new level, a new height, turn my back around, have my hand extended. Hey, I got you, you know, because I remember when I was struggling, you had me. And yeah, so mixture of both.
I love that. So what are all the different areas that you draw inspiration from? I know obviously it could be real life experiences, but what else do you draw inspiration from when it comes to writing your music? Outside
of real life experiences, also just bringing back quality music.
I love that.
Like I'm not saying controversial statement here, but I'm not saying that there's no male artists there that's doing their thing, because there are.
Yeah.
But in recent times, they're coming back slowly. But for a while, it was only a few people. And the few people that were doing it were doing a hell of a good job. And it was very lazy in male, you know, in the singing world. Like, come on, let's use our vocal range. Let's warm up. Let's actually not just go perform out in a T-shirt, and let's actually, you know, do the damn thing and give a show instead of just singing one flat ass note and then call it a fucking day. Like, I don't understand that.
Say that and say it with your chest. Yeah. I know that's right. Y'all clock that. You are absolutely right, because I'm obviously your elder and I've watched the music waves go like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for me personally, my favorite era of music was the 90s, like 90s R&B. It was, man, I feel like that was the season of falling in love and making babies. And there's not a lot of artists now that are doing that. Some of the ones from back then still are. Like the Ushers and the Tanks. And I feel like if R. Kelly was still out and about, you know, you can't deny he's one of the greatest ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I love that you're putting that on the forefront of what you do.
Yeah. I mean, no diss to anybody that's doing it now, like, because clearly they're doing something right.
Yeah.
I mean, they're ahead of me right now, so I can't say anything, or I can't puff up my chest on that. But I'm just saying, like, come on, like, let's use our vocal, like, let's use what God gave us, and let's not just do it for a gimmick, and let's not just do it for the numbers. Let's do it for the real emotions, because you're right, the 90s and early 2000s, hello, where is that? And now I'm just hearing about sex. I'm like, y'all not tired? No one wants to pull out yet, or no one wants to, like, give it a break? Like,
right. I know your back is tired, and I know that tank is empty.
Yeah. Like, bills. Hello. Can we talk about that? Like, can we talk about real world things?
I feel like that's the fact, but that comes with maturity and growth, because being now, if someone can't stimulate me in every other way outside of sex, I don't want it. Stimulate my mind. Hype me up, encourage me, applaud me, because I'm gonna do the same for you. But if all we have in common is we can have sex, well, you could do that with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's not having something in common.
That's the problem.
But like you said, I love what you said. You're like, too many people are just doing it for the likes and the views, and the quality is not there. That's why when people want to get in radio rotation, I always ask, I need to hear that song first. I always, because I'm going to say it's about half and half. Half of them are good. The other half, it don't even be mixed. I'm like, bro, I can't play that. It's crazy work. What do you feel like is one experience that you've had in your life that without that experience, you wouldn't be the artist that you are today?
Oh, you got me there. You got me there. Hold on. Without the experience, I wouldn't be the artist.
Maybe it's a heartbreak you went through, or...
I would say that. I think it would be a heartbreak. Well, yeah, because that's where my music is more so geared towards. There you go. Yeah, it would be heartbreak, because like the amount of growth to be able to again say farewell, and to a lot of people going back to the sex thing, it's like, oh, it's excited, and we talk about love and fall in love and easily, but the thing, I'm gonna go off topic here. Why do you think Adele is the greatest? Because she talks about the hard stuff.
Yeah. People can relate to it.
You know, and there's not a lot of people, not saying not a lot of people talk about it, because there's artists that definitely do.
Yeah.
But she only does it in one form, and she does it the best. You know what I mean? You don't hear her talking about sex, and if she does, she's talking about love.
Right.
She's talking about making love.
Big
she's
difference.
Not talking about sex. So I think going back to your question, I wouldn't be where I'm at if I didn't experience that. And I'm glad for my ex. I'm glad for everybody that I've, come across, because I genuinely wouldn't have the music that I have now.
It builds you up. It makes you who you are. It doesn't define us.
Yeah.
But it makes you who you are, if that makes sense.
And it's okay to say no, guys.
Without explaining yourself.
Yeah, it's okay to say no, and it's okay to walk away. The gaslighting, no, we're not doing that. Not in 2026.
Been there, done that. Never again. And life.
Yes.
So people who are around you, we'll say maybe coworkers that know you do music, or maybe family members, but they don't know how to support you because maybe they don't come to shows. And what is the best way for someone to support you that maybe doesn't, come out to shows and can't travel with you?
Just stream the music.
Yeah.
Tell me how it is. If it's trash, tell me that. I'm okay with that. Like, if you don't like it, then tell me that. And I've had people tell me like, and that was back in, the Realization era when that was my debut. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And I released it when I was 21. I'm 23 now. So I was like, now it's very interesting because I have not had a bad thing that was said in terms of farewell at all. And people are kind of like, whoa, who are you right now? The clear difference. It's very, very laser focus is right there.
Do you feel like it was all the way around it? You stepped up, you got your vocals probably a little bit better. Maybe you're working with a better engineer who got your mix better. Maybe a better music producer.
Everything. It was everything. Because I know that I want to be the best, and I cannot be the best if I'm not on point with everything. And I also have to know that it's okay to want to do everything, but guys, you need a team. You cannot do everything. You could learn a couple things, and just in case if someone falls short on something, then fine, you could fill in. But you're going to burn out so much faster if you do everything by yourself.
You have to learn to delegate. I was just about to say delegate because I didn't do that before. My business partner checked me. He's like, it's okay to ask for help sometimes. So now I still do a lot. I film and edit all my own interviews, but when it comes to my mic drop performance, I do bring somebody in to do that portion for me. It's okay to delegate tasks to them. And I ain't gonna hold you. It took me a minute when they first started coming in. I was still kind of hovering over them because I like to be hands-on. Now I'm to the point where I walk out the room and say, let me get out the way. But it was hard for me to do that because I'm so hands-on. So what haven't you attempted musically that you hope to do someday?
I want to make a classic R&B album through and through. And I know that I still need some ways, I have some ways to go before I get there. And I want to, I don't know how it would sound, but I want to blend R&B and a bit of rock. I want to have a moment like that. I don't know, a little grit there.
That would be dope. Maybe you could do either the song kind of more rockish with an R&B
feel to it.
Yeah, or the hook, or vice versa. I feel like blending them genres, man, that's the way to go. Because you're going to bring a whole new sound that nobody's doing, especially rock and R&B. Don't tell too many people that. I know they're going to see it is, but is that something we can hold you accountable for? That is going to happen?
Absolutely. I mean, I have one song.
Do you think you could put a rocker voice on? I'm not saying you got to do it right now, but do you think you could do that?
I'm too tired. I'm too exhausted.
But could you do that, though? You think in the studio you could put kind of a rocker voice on?
I don't think that per se. I think I would just add the soul to it. The grit, the growls, I feel like I do have the vocal range to, if I have to take it there, then I will take it there. But it would just be with the J-Love spin. I don't know how it would formulate. It comes out when it comes out. I love that. It's kind of like what Southern Soul is. Southern Soul is kind of a combination of country and soul music. And I love it because it blends together no pun, chef's kiss, for real. So you might bring that rockin' bee instead of R&B is the rockin' bee coming soon. Is there any new visuals out that we need to go check? Any new music videos? No, but coming soon. Coming very, very soon. I'm holding back just a bit because the second single definitely, I'm popping out. So
Got you. Who is on your bucket list to work with, whether it be a music producer, another artist, so we can manifest it?
That's a long list. That is a long list.
Give us maybe your top 3.
That's hard. You keep giving me hard questions. Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna stimulate your brain today.
My family will kill me if I don't say it, because she's definitely an inspiration for me. Ariana.
Okay.
Ari for sure. I want to say Stevie.
Oh, okay.
Stevie Wonder for sure. My third person. See, that's hard.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch it just ever so slightly. You gave us those 2. What Brooklyn artist has inspired you?
That's harder. That's harder.
But that's your city.
Oh my God.
And let me define that a little bit. It doesn't have to be maybe by their sound or their music. It could be their hustle. Like, Jay-Z's a mogul. You get what I'm saying?
Not Brooklyn, but Mariah. That's hello? Like Mariah for sure.
Yeah, she's beautiful with a beautiful voice.
Mariah for sure. I would have to be like on cloud 9 and like dreaming to the furthest extent for there to be J Love featuring Mariah. At that point, God could take me. Like, I'm good.
You've now accomplished everything that you set out to do.
Yes.
So with that being said, we're approaching the midway point for this year. We're in May already. What is something that is on your goal list that we can hold you accountable for that you will get done before the end of this year?
An album.
Okay.
An album. You guys are getting an album.
More of an EP or a full album?
See, now if Thomas is watching this, that's my engineer, my vocal engineer. We go back and forth because initially this project, I said it was an EP and I wanted it to be an EP.
Yeah.
Once it passed the 5-song threshold, he was like, "This is an album." And I was like, "Fuck you. Like, leave me alone." I said it's an EP. And then I would have other people come in and they would listen to it. He was like, "Yeah, this is an album." And I'm like, "But it's 9 songs."
That's an album, but that's still a good amount.
But I feel like back in the day, anything less than like 14 songs was considered an EP. Especially in R&B. Like you have R&B singers releasing like 23 fucking Chris Brown 40 something. What was 45?
That's insane, though.
You know what I mean?
I feel like we're in such an era where everybody's such a short attention span.
Yeah.
Microwave era, as they call it.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you did 7, 9, even 10 tracks, think about it realistically. Most songs now, let's see, let me look at the length of your current song. It's under 3 minutes. Yeah. All right, so if you did even 10 songs and they're under 3 minutes, you're still under a 30-minute project. That's not that long.
Told you, Thomas. You heard it.
Like I be diving into it, looking at that perspective.
Yeah.
Because when someone will send me their like Apple Music link to listen to their album, the first thing I look at is not how many tracks it is, how long is it? Mm-hmm. Because a lot of artists some of them are making tracks under 2 minutes now.
I hate that.
It's too short.
I can't say I hate that because some songs, depending on the topic, it's just like the right length because I can't take that. But other songs, I'm just like, damn, where's the bridge? Where's the belt? Where's the low notes or high? Like I need the texture within the song.
100%.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about going on to any of these shows? Like we got America's Got Talent, American Idol. Have you ever thought about? To me, you're giving the vibe that I could see you on a show like that.
A lot of people tell me that, but I also didn't believe in myself because, like I said, I feel like COVID taught us a lot. First off, 2019, and then it hit 2020, and then 2021. Some stuff started to become semi-normal. We're in 26, and we're still kind of like, the past 5-6 years was just like a blip. And I think that was the reason why I was like, you know what? Yeah, fuck this. I'm going to make my own music. We're going to get better at it. I know I'm not going to be the best. I'm going to continuously grow on my craft, and whatever happens. I thought that I wasn't, I thought Realization was going to be a one and done. And I thought that, whatever I would have been okay with just releasing one album and then going back to my normal life. But after that, a lot of people were like, no, keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going. And within realization, I think that's kind of what shocked me is all 3 singles prior to the album had over 1,000 streams. Now, 1,000 may not seem much, but understanding to have over 1,000 streams with no label, no backing, this is the first time, and my dumbass thought it was okay. Yeah, let's release an album. Like without no prior singles, nobody knows me. So that was just off the strength of my community and like, yeah, we're messing with this. It's not the best, but it's good enough and I could see you doing better. So I'm going to be invested in you. Absolutely.
I feel like those are just lessons learned. Nobody comes into any business knowing the ins and outs and the ropes. I feel like it's trial and error. You learn as you go. And I'm very much a visual type learner. Like I don't read the instructions. I try to figure it out on my own. And if I fumble it or I make a mistake, I learn from it and I move on. And that's what my entire journey is built based upon. Definitely. So Farewell is the main single you're pushing right now.
My first single, yes.
Do you have another one in the vault ready to go that's the follow-up single that we can look out for?
Absolutely. Should I give that to you guys yet?
You don't even have to give us a name, but there is one that's...
Yes. You look out for June.
Okay. So June, another single coming. Okay. But we got Farewell loaded up and ready to go. We're going to listen to today. Before we get into it, do you have anything else you got going on while you're out here in the A? How long are you going to be here for?
I'm leaving tomorrow. I have to go right back to
in and out.
Yeah. But I wanted to make time for you. For you guys,
I appreciate it.
Made this like my second mini home, and even the traveling, it was a great experience.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what, we're gonna see what happens and go from there.
I love it. Are you moving around the city today? What you got going on?
Food first.
I know that's right.
Food first. I kind of just woke up and I was like, oh, okay, it's 10 o'clock. Yikes.
Time to go.
Yeah, time to go. Let's go shower. Let's do this. Let's do that. And let's come here.
Understood. Your body was exhausted from that. Traveling will wear you out. 100%. Before we get into the song, where can people follow you on your socials?
Instagram. I'm mainly on Instagram. So j.love, LUV 711.
Okay. Most definitely. Absolutely. Is there going to be a website coming?
Yes. There's so many things in the works. As of right now, the one thing you guys can hold me accountable for is there's a lot more live performances coming.
Okay.
And they're going to get a lot more bigger and better. So
I love it. Who do you want to give thanks to that's been loving you and supporting you through your journey, and not just in music but in your life journey?
2 people. First, God. God comes first. I wouldn't be the person that I am without him, and he has held my hand like his child, as he should, because there's things where we think that we got it, but once you ask for understanding, trust me, you'll feel him on your shoulder, and he will walk you through. And that's kind of what this was. Everything. Told me farewell, my album, everything. I'll give you a little insight on something. I was in the middle of creating a completely different album back in 2024, and I told my producer, I was like, hey, like I'm getting ready to gear this up. It's on the 3rd. Life happened. Farewell happened. And then one thing after another. And I felt like I didn't want to stifle like the creative process for that other project.
Yeah.
But it felt as if God was like, no, keep pressing on this. Yeah. You're on something. And as you see, based off of Farewell, how beautiful things kind of came about. So thank God for God.
Yeah.
And the second person is my mama. I'm my mama's boy. I'm sorry.
I know that's right. And you will always be.
Absolutely.
I told you my son's older than you, and that's still mama's boy.
She is my best friend. She's my everything.
Yeah. Shout out to your mom. That's beautiful.
Hi,
hello, beautiful mom. So let's go ahead and get into the record. Introduce it for us.
This is Farewell.
Y'all stay tuned for it.
Come and see what all the hype is about. Tune in to The Hype 87.3.
I